Hey, it's your boy Big Baby Miller here, #1 heavyweight prospect in America, national kickboxer, K1 and Glory superstar. Listen, I'm here to talk to you about an awesome product, #1 sponsored athlete with Species Nutrition, and that's my favorite product right here, Isolize Protein. I'm telling you, when your body's feeling hurt and you need a reboost, Isolize is the product to go. I love cinnamon donut, and I'm telling you right now, the best thing I love about this product is easy to mix, on the go. Isolize is the way to go. It's your boy Big Baby Miller. I'm the baddest motherfucker in America. What species are you?
Welcome back to Live With, brought to you by Species Nutrition. Visit speciesnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo. The one and only Lionel Beyeke. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Lionel.
Thank you. I'm doing good. Thank you. Hope you too, and everybody.
All the way from France, Paris, France, correct?
Yes, always. It's my hometown.
What was it like growing up in France? Because I have no idea. That's one of the few countries I've never been to.
I hope for you visit my country one day. Maybe you will fall in love, you know?
I might. I am in love. But you know what? The truth is, there's a big, I guess you could say, underhanded, unsaid, untalked about thing that everyone says that the French people hate the Americans. Is that true?
No, that is, it's not true. Some people, it's like everywhere, you have some people who doesn't like, everything. But the people, they are only keep that, excuse me the word, but bad things in the ear. But normally French people, they really like people from America.
They do. Okay, well that's good. I feel better now because I thought maybe you didn't like me because of that stigma. But we know that that's not true. We're going to dispel all those rumors. Let's talk about you, Lionel, because you have been one of the guys that we've talked about in the bodybuilding industry as having the genetic potential to go all the way. Yet we have yet to see you really, fully realize your genetic potential, and we haven't seen the best Lionel Beyeke on stage. Give our viewers who don't really know much about you an idea of how you got involved with bodybuilding to begin with. How did you first get interested in the sport of bodybuilding?
The thing is, in the past, when I turned pro, I have a coach. And I have two coach, and after try that experience, I prefer right now to do my thing by myself right now because, it was good experience, but that only pushed me to try to do the thing by myself.
To begin with, though, Lionel, how did you first get interested in the sport of bodybuilding?
Oh. The first time I started bodybuilding just because my shoulders were a little bit narrow, and people can see my bone on the shoulders. And I would like to, just to pump a little bit my shoulders to God, so I can put my t-shirt, and look good with my shirt, And after 6 months, I look better than people who was doing it 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. And always the guy say, "Oh, Lionel, you look good," but I say, "It's not my way. I'm not. I'm only doing it just for the fun." And fun after fun, I came in France, and a lot of people push me. You can try. You can try to do to compete. You can try. You have a good genetic. That's
Well, that's how a lot of us get involved. We get into the gym, we see good results, and then that inspires us to continue to work out and to train to be better. Now, you early in your career, I know in the early 2000s, you met one of the legends in bodybuilding, a guy we all know from the pumping iron days, Serge Nubret. What was it like meeting Serge for the first time, and did you guys hit it off and get along with each other?
the first time I saw Serge was maybe 2002 or 2001. I don't remember good, but he was in the gym, and I had one friend of me introduced me to Serge, and he saw me for the first time, and Serge was old school bodybuilder, and the first thing he said, "Show me your abs," and I show him my abs, and he said, "You look good. Do me double biceps," and I do him double biceps, and he really like, and he said, "You look good. You have a nice shape." And after that, we were in the same gym together, and I always see him. We talk together about everything, and really nice persons.
Now, Serge Nubret had some unusual training techniques. I understand he ate very few calories. He would go outside in the cold between sets of lifting because he believed that the cold weather would help you burn fat better. Did he ever impart any of his wisdom on you as far as bodybuilding wisdom goes?
When I saw Serge, he was older,
Yeah.
and he was not, the younger Serge, but
Right.
he's still that time. He's still, you know, Serge Nubre because he was a legend, and he keep always the same technique, but he changed a lot of things because when you get old, it's different. You don't have the same energy,
Right.
and it was very, really different. Like people said, and like I thought in the past, like about he start with abs. He do 1 hour abs. It
One
was not the
hour.
same. It was not the same because he was old and he was only. He told me, Lionel, I did my time, and right now I only want to, every 5 years come back on stage. Every 5 years come back on stage. Try to look good, and keep working out. And keep my game on.
Yeah, he had some notoriously long abdominal training sessions. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine training abdominals for a full hour. Now, Lionel, in 2011, that kind of was your breakout year in the IFBB. You were second in Toronto. You were fourth at the New York Pro. People started to take notice of you. Why do you think that was such an important year for you? What happened then? What was the change like in your training techniques that all of a sudden your body kind of blossomed into the pro that you are today?
You know, the thing is, people who come in Europe, they always, try to do something different. But I think in that level, you don't have to try something different because you know your body a little bit, and you just have to keep going and do what's working with you. But when you pay some coach and you give him the money and you say, okay, I don't want to think, and I let him drive me, and you put all your hope, you know, on him, and you think it will bring you what you need. And that's working with some people, and that doesn't work with another people. We are all different, you
Right.
know. But I think in that time, I was doing, the right things like I did in the past, and I did a mixed, with something the trainer will show me, and I did a mixed. But after that, I said, okay, maybe it's better to follow my coach 100% and see how my body will change, and I think that was one mistake, for me, but I'm not, I'm not complaining about that, but that was a good experience because that's only pushed me and to try to do the thing by myself.
Right. So were you training yourself in 2011 and 12?
I always train by myself, I always, working out by myself. But in 2011, I was with Henry Lambert. I was with Henry Lambert. It was good, no problem, But sometimes it's like it's time is over. You have to change,
Right.
and we
Wait,
change.
you were with Hani Rambod for a while, then you switched to Dennis James, right? You worked with him a little bit. How did that?
Yes, I switched and I work with Dennis. It was good too on the beginning, but from the end, it was not good. But
What went wrong with Dennis James?
what's wrong with Dennis James? Really, I don't want to talk about that because it's not necessary for me. I'm not like people who, get hungry about, the coach. He say, oh, he fucked me up. He did me this. He do me this. No, you know, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I'm just following my road, and I know mine will happen one day, and just, you know, I'm trying to keep going and do what I have to do. But I know it will come, how can I say that? I will break the wall, that's is my last my last word.
2012, I told you, you had the great year. You had the second in Toronto, fourth in New York. The following year, you won the Flex Pro show. You did 1,000,000 shows in 2013.
Hmm.
2014, you should have won the Arnold Brazil. They robbed you there. That was Lee Thompson pulled one of his sticky things, and they robbed you. You should have won that show. But after that, your placings were very inconsistent. They kind of went down a little bit. We've had Dennis James on the show. Dennis James implied that you didn't stick to your diet, that you cheated on the diet. Why do you think that you have such
Oh,
why do you have such inconsistency in your conditioning on stage?
that is really really funny. That is really funny because and I know how people are. They don't they never they are only perfect. Is something happen? It's only you. It cannot be him. And that is a big mistake from the coach because sometimes you have to look at yourself too and say, okay, where I did a mistake. You try to talk with your athletes and you try to see what's going on. Lionel, explain me. What did you did this? You did this? You did this? Okay, okay. And we talk. But the thing is, I just right now, my career is supposed to be stopped last year, because I was really sick and God saved my life and it gave me an opportunity to come back on stage and to do what I love to do, and for me is I enjoying better right now more than past because I know it was too close to be stopped because it was really really bad,
What
and
happened
God
to you,
saved me.
Lionel? What happened? What was wrong with you?
Il me demande par rapport à la maladie, je parle. What happened? That's good. That's good because that people can know what happened because it's not. It's only they like to talk. Oh, you don't do the diet. Oh, you don't do it. After Toronto 2014, you know, I came back in France and I started my regular life and I was feeling really tired, but I don't know what happened. And I go to see the doctor, and the doctor say, "Okay, go do your checkup and let me know what happened." I was to the hospital. I do my checkout, and it was my sugar in the blood was too high, but too high
Uh,
like you know more than regular. And the doctor say, "Okay, if that's don't come down in few weeks, go to the emergency." Okay, and after a few weeks, nothing happened, and I go to emergency, and I see the doctor, and they keep me in hospital. They keep me in hospital. They say, "Oh, Lionel, you know what? You have comment on dit ça?
Diabetes. Yeah.
Diabetic?
Yes.
Okay." And I think you have to stop your sport. You have to stop everything because you are going to use the medicine all your life. You know, and you have to think about something else right now because you know you are going to keep this sick all your life.
Did they
You know.
did they put you on insulin, Lionel?
You said yes. I use the insulin. I never use the insulin like a bodybuilder because I was scared about that.
Right.
And I never use that things. Never in my life
Right.
because I thought, okay, people talking bad about this thing. I don't want to try it because I don't want to get sick. I would like to have a good life after my sport.
Right.
Enjoy my life.
Sure.
And but when they say that, they give me, I have to use the insulin every day, but I love God because, God saved my life. And 1 year I go back in the hospital, I do everything and nothing. I pray every day, God to save me, and He saved me, He hear me. And, and I go back to the same doctor and I show him everything. He said, "Hey, what you got?" He said, "What? Everything is good." And I said, "What? Can you repeat, please?" He said, "Yes, everything is good." And I was only, so glad and glory my God because, I was, so happy because it was a new life for me. And people like talk, but they talk, but they don't know your life. That's I don't know how people are. The first time when you want to talk about somebody, try to know what happened. Try to know what's going on.
Right.
Don't open your mouth and talk some shit and you don't know what you're talking about.
You're right.
And
are you still taking the insulin now, or are you off it?
oh no, I don't use nothing. I
Oh,
don't
so you were
use no
healed.
insulin.
You were
I
healed
don't
then.
use no. I don't use no tablets. Nothing.
Wow. So you were healed then, you're saying.
I'm
God
healed,
healed you.
man. I come back with everything good. I can enjoy my life like everyone. Do what I want all the time.
So you
I
think that
throw the box for
was
the
that a
insulin. I don't
miracle?
know where.
Do you think that was a miracle, Lionel? That happened?
You say what?
Was it a miracle? Do you think that you were like healed by, God?
Can you repeat, please?
I said, do you feel that you were healed by God? Was it a miracle that you were cured?
Yes, sure, 100%, 100%. Because the doctor say you are going to live with that all your life,
That's amazing.
And I said the doctor, I said no, because I believe in God. I will come back here, but I will show you my God is alive, is alive. And I go back there, I show him, and he said, "Wow, I don't believe it."
I love it. I love it. Lionel Beyeke was
Yeah.
healed. So you come back in 2016, you do the Arnold Classic Brazil, and I got to tell you, it was the best I've ever seen you. You were actually lean, in shape. You took third behind Juan Morel and Kai Green. A lot of people thought you should have been second place. Do you feel that this was your best look ever on stage?
Oh no, it's not my best look. It's not my best look, but it's my best look, with my new life,
Right.
But I know the best is coming, I only praying my God, to drive me, to keep me in heels and do what I love, and try to show people, okay, you've wrong about me, you've wrong. Because you always talk shit about me, but you don't know my life, And if someone of you have half of my life, I think you will stop everything.
You're right. So you've overcome a lot of obstacles. What other obstacles did Lionel Beyeke overcome during his lifetime that maybe we don't know about?
The hospital was not so far from my home. Jean Verdier, the name is Jean Verdier.
But I mean, have you had what other obstacles in your life have you overcome that maybe the bodybuilding community doesn't know? Because you're a very private guy. You don't really talk a lot about what's going on in your private life. Is there anything else that the body?
Yes, I don't, I don't talk about my life because I always like to, to laugh when people talk shit about someone and they don't know his life. But they like talk, but they talk, but they think 100% they're right. But no, you are not right, man, because you don't know his life. Try, if you are real coach or if you are real friend, try to call your friend or your clients, your athletes, say, what happened? You talk with him. You have a normal talk with the person. Don't go back, and talk shit about someone, and for the beginning, you have a consideration. But now something is not going good, you start talking shit.
Right.
That is no respect for yourself. First time to beginning.
Yeah.
For the second time, for your athletes. But I think that is not, is only, but what you want to do.
I'm very glad to hear that everything is well with you, that your health is good now, that you've been healed. I know you're going to be on stage at the Arnold Classic South Africa
I'm going to
in
Arnold
May.
Classic South Africa, and I would like to go to Toronto too, if God bless, of course.
Right.
And I would like to do that show, back to back. And I'm really happy to step on stage, with all that guy. I saw Dexter Jackson, I saw Victor Martinez. I'm going to enjoy it on stage once again.
Well, I'm glad that you're healed and that you're healthy again, Lionel. I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us today and setting the record straight so that people understand that your inconsistency on the bodybuilding stage was due to this high blood sugar you were dealing with. How you healed yourself is a miracle in itself, but we're glad that you're back, and I'm hoping to see you on the Olympia stage in September.
Man, I'm fighting to be on stage for this Olympia, man. I missed Olympia stage 2 years, and I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm not fighting for myself right now. I'm fighting for my God because I know what he did for me, and I just want his name, be hiked,
I understand. Well, thank you very much, Lionel Beyeke, calling in from Paris, France. That's going to bring us to the end of this episode of Live With, brought to you by Species Nutrition. Visit speciesnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.